tell me the story about you raced at Whiteman Stadium?
Oh
And
yeah.
I guess at the beginning of the races, they didn't have Stewart, picking the balls out of the hat
Yeah.
like Ryan
And
Evans does. I guess it is. And then back in the early
yeah.
days of Whiteman, actually you used to have to fight for your pole position. So the first guy that got bumped off had to race for the spot. So tell me what happened with you and Sonny
Yeah.
Nutter.
Well, that's how I recall it. Is that they didn't have Mike Capolite was a pit steward, and so when the races when it would end, then they tell you you could fire up your bike and go, to the starting line. But there was no, I don't remember at all that there you pull. I mean, they did later, but you didn't draw a number. It was the first race was from the pits to the starting line. Whoever got there first got their pick us where they wanted to start. And I remember this particular race. I told my dad, "Come on, we got to get going here." And he fired that thing, and I raced out there, and I got to the pole. I was on the pole, and everybody else was in line. And all of a sudden, Sonny comes up, and he lines up inside me. Now he lines up on the infield, and he looks over at me, and he gives me one of these like move over. And so I'm thinking to myself, what do I do? I mean, I was here first. Why do I have to move over? Because it's Sonny Nutter, and I was young and green, and I was 18, and I'd only been doing it for a short time, and I think I probably did move over, but I'll never forget though looking over at him and looking at him. I'm thinking, what is he doing? He's on the infield, and but it was his way to intimidate us and tell me, hey, I'm Sonny Nutter. I'm a star here. You move over. So I think I probably did. But I got back at Sonny, and he'll tell you, I'm the only guy. He's only had stitches one time in his life. Well, probably more than that now, but when he was racing. And I was the one that gave him about, I think, 5 or 6 stitches in his ankle. So he always blames me for doing that. But
I just crashed into Sonny or something.
I don't remember. He remembers it. I don't know if I ran over him or used him for what. I don't really remember, but he remembers. Every time I see him, he goes, "Yeah, you're the one that gave me all those stitches in my leg." I said, "Well, sorry."
Well, you were a wild man, a young wild boy when you were a racer. You were kind of like